Hey everybody, welcome back to another Binding of Isaac top 10 video. It's been a while, hasn't it? Today we're doing things a little bit differently and looking at 10 really fun synergies in the game that I've found. So this is not really a top 10, it's just a 10, I guess. Yeah. It should be noted that these are my... that doesn't really work here either. There's really no way for you to have an opinion on this. But if you do, be sure to let me know in the comments down below or post some of your favorite synergies and a dope name for them. Maybe you'll see them showcased in a video in the future. It's also notable to say that the majority of these synergies you will never get in the game just because they require odd scenarios or many items to make them work. Which without breaking the game would be pretty difficult to do. So this is more of a video to showcase some of the cool stuff that you can do in Isaac instead of realistic synergies. Anyway, without further ado, 10 really dope and fun synergies. The Pump Shotgun. The items needed are Tractor Beam 2020, the Whiz, Inner Eye, and Mutant Spider. I've always liked the idea of having numerous tier upgrades at one time, and by tier upgrades I mean the number of tiers that you have. The dream is to get a Diplopia pull something like 2020 and get that 4-tier shot with no tier rate down. However, when you realize that you could take all of the tier number upgrade items and stack each tier on top of one another's Tractor Beam, the dream becomes completely different. Since every tier hits the enemy, many enemies will be one-shotted and bosses will go down with a few shots. With a high rate of fire, this can be incredibly stupidly good. Why is it called a shotgun and not a sniper? Yeah, this is a channel that features a man who has played a total of one first-person shooter fully in his life, and that was Star Wars Battlefront on PS2. Do you really think I know the difference? Windows 8.1. The items needed are Tech X, Eve's Mascara, Spoonbender, and Lazy Worm. There's no better operating system than Windows 8.1. Wait, you're telling me that it sucked and it was really slow? Oh. Well, on the bright side, this technology is really slow, but it's far from sucking. When you combine Tech X with a really low shot speed, the result is many more ticks of damage to every enemy. And since Windows 8.1 was at least a recent upgrade, we'll give it more damage with homing tiers. With no other upgrades, this is going to completely obliterate enemies and is incredibly fun to play with. Not that Tech X isn't powerful by itself, but this definitely tops it. King of the Poop. Items needed are Midas Touch, E. coli, Dull Razor, the Battery, the Habit, and Car Battery. Alright, so I had to include it. I had to include the super incredible, amazing synergy that you can find on my channel by looking for the greatest synergy in the game as the title. For those that don't know, it essentially uses Dull Razor to create infinite invincibility and single-handedly make you a god on a run. For this synergy, I decided to combine it with another great one, E. coli and Midas Touch. This makes you the king of the poops. Can we get that transformation in the game? You can slam into enemies without taking damage due to Dull Razor and infinitely turn every enemy in the game, okay, maybe not all bosses, but every normal enemy into piles of golden poop. You'll have infinite money forever and oh yeah, you're still invincible. It's a win-win situation. Splitting Nucleus. The items needed are Monstro's Lung, Ludovico Technique, Split Shot, and Cricket's Body. This is one of my favorite synergies in the game, hands down, because it checks out the 3 major categories. 1, it's powerful, 2, it's actually possible to get in the game, and 3, it looks dope as hell. Having tiers infinitely split over a conglomeration of tiers is satisfying as hell to look at, and insanely powerful in terms of damage. With a high rate of fire, this will absolutely melt bosses, and is overall a great room clearer as well. Why is this called the Splitting Nucleus? I mean, it kinda looks like an atom. Suicide Bomber. The items needed are Kamikaze, Host Hat / Pyromaniac, Libra, and Dr. Fetus. This is a synergy that I think most people know about by now, but I wanted to step it up to the next level. So Kamikaze plus Pyromaniac is equivalent to infinite HP as you can heal forever, not to mention that it can do decent damage as well. What I really want to show here is the beauty of Libra and Dr. Fetus. This makes the bombs come out at a much higher rate, which combined with other bomb synergies can result in a lot of explosions and high damage. With bomb immunity, this is an incredibly powerful synergy and overall a pretty fun one. Okay fine, the name is a little bit insensitive, Suicide Bomber, but look, you're playing a game where a child stabs his mom while exploring her uterus. You'll survive. American Sniper. The items needed are Strange Attractor, Epic Fetus, and 2020. Oh, Tyler, you already had a gun-related pun on this list. Why'd you put another one? Shut up, okay? This is a super fun synergy that I like because it revolves around an item that is widely considered as hot goddamn garbage. When you initially fire your Epic Fetus crosshair, Strange Attractor will suck all enemies into it, similar to how the Booster Pack 1 item Black Hole works. By adding Double Shot, you're just getting another shot on the enemies, which likely ensures it kills them. It's not necessarily needed for the synergy, but it does make it much better and more fun. The idea of taking bad items and finding a way to make them great is fun, and I think it helps people think outside of the box in their item selection. There's another one further down this list that follows that same mentality, except not the next one. The next one has nothing to do with hot garbage items. HP Monster. The items needed are the Void, Book of Revelation, Satanic Bible, the Nail, Crystal Ball, and you can also have Yum Heart or Prayer Card, I'll explain shortly. So this combination of items can give you the most HP in one singular situation out of any other item combination in the game for a repeatable amount of times. The synergy with the Void will give you a whopping 3 temporary hearts, black or spirit, with a 50-50 chance at 1 more from Crystal Ball. This essentially means that without any battery charge drops, you can have full HP by clearing approximately 24 rooms, which is really not very many in all retrospect. In combination with Yum Heart and Prayer Card, you can stack up an infinite amount of red hearts that can heal themselves with each Void play. Oh, and combine this with Car Battery, and the results, as you may be able to tell, are just absolutely stupid. Definitely near impossible to lose this run. SNEEZY. The items needed are Sinus Infection, Monstro's Lungs, Scorpio, and Nose Goblin. This synergy, while still good, is mainly here for comedic value, let's be honest. Combining these items makes you sneeze out some high damage phlegm, snot, and otherwise disgusting mucus all over your enemies. Add Scorpio to the mix and it'll make all your tears have a greenish tint, which just adds even more to the realism of this sick synergy. Get it? It's a sick, totally rad synergy, but it's also a synergy about you getting sick? Yeah. Galaxies Collide. The items needed are Soy Milk, Libra, Loki's Horns, Continuum, Holy Light, Tiny Planet, and also a butt ton of luck. So this synergy is one of those, yeah, I'm never getting this item combination unless Edmund as the Lord Incarnate gives me the dice room of a lifetime kind of synergies. It's mainly on here to showcase a cool use of luck in the game, which is the ability for it to be applied to Loki's Horns. With a high enough luck, Loki's Horns will always activate and sends tears in all directions. Combine this with Tiny Planet and you have a spinning Loki Tears black hole galaxy from space. Basically, Holy Light and Continuum are here just for the colors, the bright blue and the purple, but they do also make the synergy that much better because they help add a little bit of damage. I like it, I think it looks cool, shoot me. Silent Assassin. The items needed are Camo Undies, Marked, Tiny Planet, Death Touch, and some Tears upgrade does help. So this is actually a very interesting synergy that not many people know about. When Marked is activated, the game does not recognize it as you firing tears if you don't move the crosshair. Therefore, an item like Camo Undies will continue to activate and make Isaac invisible even if Marked tears are firing. Combine this with Tiny Planet and any good Tiny Planet synergies, and you're looking at Isaac, the Silent Assassin. Until the boss fights, because sadly Camo Undies doesn't work for bosses, but at this point you should have enough HP and be powerful enough to fight them after breezing through regular rooms. This is definitely a pretty unique interaction and definitely a fun synergy. BOZO'S Pinwheel of Torture. Alright, so this was a little bit different, obviously, but I hope you guys still enjoyed. We'll get back to doing some more top 10s and some weird synergy related stuff in the near future. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want more Isaac content in the future. Go check out some of the other videos on the channel, and if you want to join the community, click the link in the description to join my Discord. Thanks again for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!